I had never been publicly called out like that, and we have the same circle of friends, so it was really humiliating for me. I mean, just really humiliating. I felt about 3 inches tall. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy, the handmade homeschooler, and today we're going to talk about mom shaming and mom guilt and the time that I was seriously mom shamed publicly. So if you're brand new, welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, and down below in the description box there is a brand new Facebook group for you from me, and it is a group of almost 2,000 homeschool parents who are new or, like me, seasoned homeschool moms that are ready to assist and help you with anything that you might need. And we just love to sit around and talk all day, and it is my biggest group of friends on the internet, and I would love to have you there. There has been this thing going on social media recently, and Instagram is the worst one about this. And it's been coming up in my feed constantly, and quite honestly, it's really starting to bug me. And it's this new thing. It's not really new, but it is something that I've noticed that has been picking up steam with all of the new incoming homeschool families this school year. And it is a lot of this like mom guilt, mom shaming if you don't homeschool the same way that said influencer homeschools. And it's so wrong. I don't know of any other word to use, but it is just wrong. And I'm going to tell you this story. This is a very true story that I have never really told anyone except for my husband and a few really close friends who happened to just be around the time of when this happened. But I was actually once publicly mom shamed. And by publicly, I mean like all over the internet, kind of mom shamed, and it was humiliating. I had never been so humiliated and probably angry in my whole life up to that point. This story is a little strange, but you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Just stay with me here. There's a lot of different ways that people in your life can mom shame you, and a lot of times it is just a projection, but here is basically what happened to me. It was in year, I think 2012, 2013, and my family and I, we were living on the island of Okinawa. Now, if you don't know where Okinawa is, it is an island that is in the Ryukyu Islands. It is one of the southernmost islands off the coast of Japan. It is part of Japan. And we have a lot of military bases on Okinawa, and my husband happened to be stationed at one for 3 years. My closest friend was on the island with me, and we had a lot of fun. We used to go out for coffee dates and for lunch dates and play dates with our kids because our kids were around the same age. And at that time, I was known for being a fitness person. I had a really popular blog, and I had a couple of my fitness pins on Pinterest when Pinterest was in its infancy go viral. It was a picture of my before and after shot of when I lost 100 pounds. And it blew up, and I was kind of known for being like the fitness girl. There was a day when my husband had just deployed and my kids were struggling. My oldest was only 5 and my youngest was about 2. And he was in the toddler phase. My youngest was teething. He was just a mess at that point, and he was really attached to his daddy. Both of them were really attached to daddy. My husband was deployed, and he was going to be deployed for several months, and we didn't even have a return date, so I couldn't even tell my kids when he was returning. And that was really hard. And there was this one day that was just worse than all the others. And my kids were just cranky and tired and upset, and they wanted their dad, and my 5-year-old wanted to call his dad on the phone, and he couldn't because his dad was in another country. And It was just really hard. There were tears everywhere. I packed the kids up in the car and we drove across the street on the base and we went to the Burger King drive-thru to go get a Happy Meal. Now, we hardly ever went through the drive-thru, but at this point, it was like I needed something just to get them out of the house and get their minds on something else. While I was in the line, my friend called me. So I started chatting with her on the phone while I was in the line. And she asked what I was doing and I told her and I said, yeah, we're just, I don't know, the kids are just having a day and I didn't know what else to do. So here we are. And you know, the kids were already in a better mood and a little bit more upbeat, and we went home and that was that. Well, after I got home, I opened up my Facebook and I saw that my friend had posted this cryptic message. I don't know why people do this. Why do people do this? I don't know why they do this. But she posted this cryptic status update about fitness gurus who take their kids to the drive-thru and how it was shocking and disappointing and how much she was disappointed in that person. And although my name wasn't tacked on it, I knew that it was about me. I mean, I was literally just on the phone with her 20 minutes prior to this. And I think my mouth hung open for a minute or two, and I just kind of put my phone down and I walked away from it and I gave my kids a bath, I put him to bed, and then I just thought about what to do. I didn't know what to do. I had never been publicly called out like that, and we have the same circle of friends, so it was really humiliating for me. I mean, just really humiliating. I felt about 3 inches tall, and she went on to call me like a fraud and a fake. And I could not believe what I was reading. But the thing is she was shaming me because I was parenting different. And this was a pattern in this friendship of mine. I was always being shamed for how I parented. I wasn't involved enough. I wasn't teaching my kids enough. I wasn't playing with them enough. I wasn't doing this or that enough. And, you know, oh no, I fed them chicken nuggets one day. And it was just, I don't know what it is about the mom shaming thing. And I think it has to do a lot with projection. And it was hard for me to accept that at first, but I think now that I'm older and wiser, I've been able to more easily accept this. At the time, I felt so bad about myself, but as time went on, I started to feel better and better because I wasn't having that person constantly put me down anymore for my mothering and parenting skills. And for a while, I didn't see this on Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook groups. But recently, I noticed that it's like coming back with all of these new incoming homeschool parents. And I see it happening and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is like my 20s all over again. And it's clicky. Have you guys noticed the clicks? Like it's getting clicky out there. And it's like, this is not how it's supposed to be. This is not how it's supposed to be. So I want to kind of be that voice to tell you that you don't have to listen to that. Not at all. As long as you're following, you know, your curriculum and you're educating your kids, and as long as they're learning, you're fine. It's kind of like the bottle versus breastfeeding argument. Is your kid eating? Good job, you fed your kid. It doesn't matter which is which. There's going to be debates about which is best, but you know, there's some people that can't do one or the other, like me, and I was forced to bottle feed, and oh my goodness, I faced such backlash for that when I was too embarrassed to say, yeah, that's the only way that my child can be fed. Like, I have a problem with breastfeeding. I literally can't. And although it was embarrassing for me to say at the time, this is the type of thing that I'm talking about. And for a while this disappeared, but I'm seeing it come back. Have you guys seen this thing come back? And it's horrible. And I don't want you guys to feel like that. So I want to tell you first, as long as you're educating your child, you're doing a great job. As long as your child is learning, you're doing a great job. Pay attention to the style and the way that your child learns. See if they're more auditory or visual. See if they learn better, if they learn more independently or with you, with more guidance. and try to teach them in the way that they learn the best. That is going to be your ticket to success when it comes to homeschooling. Not by listening to Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest homeschooling gurus, including myself. I'm going to put myself in that category because I won't be a hypocrite here. But that is going to be the way that your child learns the best. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was helpful for you, and I hope it makes it easier to kind of drown out like all that noise that you hear on the social media platforms and helps you relax, because I feel like we all just need to relax a little bit when we have those things constantly like thrown at us and like replaying in our brain. I want you guys to relax, take a deep breath. You're doing a great job. Okay, guys? You're doing amazing. I see you guys in my group. I see the pictures that you're posting and the videos that you're posting, and you guys are doing such an amazing job, and I'm so proud of all of you. So don't give up. Keep moving on. You're doing a really great job. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and happy homeschooling.